Hey, what's going on? It's Ian Hart here, and today I'm going to go over kettlebells and why I think they're an amazing tool that you can use to get a successful training program started and how you can use them for everything. So they have a history of coming from Europe, and they're used in the strongman sport. Nowadays, they're kind of in vogue in the US, and there's a reason why, because they're a great tool. So I'm going to go over a few things that you can do that you can take and use if you get a kettlebell, and what kind of kettlebells you should use and where you should start and how you should progress in the training program. So first off, here we have a bunch of different kettlebells, because once you progress, you want to use stronger or more heavier kettlebells, I should say. So for the average male, you can probably start off with about a 16-pound kettlebell. If you're a bit stronger and you're used to strength and endurance stuff or strength and conditioning stuff, you can go with a little bit higher. 16 kilograms is about 32 pounds. And for women, they can start off with about 8 kilograms. And when you start off with kettlebells, if you haven't been doing any training, you should just start out like you do any other training program, which is basic strength and endurance, so you can adapt your body, prepare yourself for success. So that foundation for success will prepare you for the next level of success, so you don't get burnt out or feel frustrated. So start off easy. First basic exercises that you can do are something like a squat, basic squat, just sitting back on your heels, back down to the floor, keeping your back straight and back up. And when you do basic strength and endurance, it should be about 15 to 20 reps or 12 to 20 reps, doing 3 sets, repetition each time. And another exercise would be just a basic deadlift, keeping the back straight, shoulders back, feel your hamstrings on the way down, lower back on the way up, and maintaining good posture. So none of this arching over, that's going to do damage to your back. So you want to make sure you keep your back straight. From there, you can do a bunch of different deadlifts. So you have the one that I just showed you. You can go a little bit deeper with your back straight. Some people might call that sumo deadlift. You can do a suitcase deadlift, which will help with your core and also balance and stability. So picking it up on the side, and then dropping it down, picking it up again, and dropping it back down. So the same thing with the squats. You can do front squat. If you have 2 kettlebells, you can do 2. This is going to work on more balance and coordination. So just squatting down and then back up. So that's some basic strength and conditioning stuff that you can do that'll get your core stronger and your legs stronger. Remember, you probably should do some other upper body stuff incorporated in the program, like rows and push-ups. And you can use kettlebells, but if you're doing basic strength and conditioning, I would advise doing something like using the machines just to adapt your body. From there, you want to go into like a cycle 2, where you're working on more balance and coordination type stuff. So balance and coordination can be more complex movements. So for example, a front squat could all of a sudden turn into a front squat to a press. So front squat to a press, and this is going to get your heart rate up. And then each time you can increase intensity or increase weight. So from there, if you want to increase intensity, you can go down and up faster. And you're going to feel that a lot more. You just don't want to go too fast. So another one would be like walking lunges to a press, which is going to focus on balance and stability as well. Something like that. So those are other basic exercises you can do. From there, where kettlebells really become a great tool is where you can go into the more athletic performance and power maneuvers. And what people have seen probably is a basic kettlebell swing. So that's why it's important to do deadlifts, squats, because before you get a movement down, you have to do it about 300 to 500 times. And then to correct it and make it better because of a dysfunction, you have to do it around 3,000 to 5,000 times. And that's coming from the brain. So you're correcting a movement pattern that might have been off because of muscular imbalances or something like that. So make sure your movement patterns are correct. Then from there, you can do things like a kettlebell swing, Again, keeping your back straight, just like a deadlift. And then from here, you can do all types of progressions. So kettlebell swing can be one arm, just like this, switching arms. You can do lateral steps, and you can do actually juggling, where you swing it, flip it around, catch it, whole bunch of things. So that's just a basic kettlebell swing. There's other things that I can show you. They're more advanced movements, and I'm just going to show you them, but to learn them, you probably want to consult somebody who knows what they're doing, because it takes a lot of repetition to get them down, unless you're an athlete and you've done these in the gym. But you have something, what's called a clean. So it's just basically catching the kettlebell properly. And the reason why this is a more advanced movement is if you're doing it incorrectly, you can end up flipping the kettlebell over, pounding your wrist a few times, and it creates a mark. So that's a clean. Then you also have the snatch. And there's actually a few different ways to do the snatches. So you have one that goes straight up, and then you can also do one that's similar to actually a swing, where you swing it up and down. I'm going to switch arms so one arm's not taking the breath. So that's a swinging snatch, or you have a rectilinear or curvilinear snatch. So those are just a few exercises. If you want to know more, or you have any questions about the exercises with the kettlebells, go ahead and leave a comment in the blog post below. Make sure that you build up for proper success, or for success, so that you, again, have that foundation that leads to more success. All right, so kettlebells, any questions, go ahead and leave them below, and I will get back to you with an answer about kettlebells or anything else that you would like to know about fitness. Have a good day.